The Iraq War in 2003, also known as the Second Gulf War or Operation Iraqi Freedom, was a military conflict initiated by a coalition of nations led by the United States. The war aimed to disarm Iraq of its alleged weapons of mass destruction WMDs and overthrow Saddam Hussein's regime, which was believed to be a threat to regional stability and international security. The war began on March 20, 2003, and officially ended on December 15, 2011, when the last American troops withdrew from Iraq. The main justifications for the invasion were based on the belief that Iraq possessed WMDs and had links to terrorist organizations, including Al-Qaeda. However, subsequent investigations revealed that the intelligence supporting these claims was flawed, and no substantial stockpiles of WMDs were found in Iraq. The initial phase of the conflict, known as the Shock and Awe campaign, involved a massive aerial bombardment targeting key military installations, communication centers, and infrastructure in Baghdad and other major cities. Within weeks, coalition forces, supported by British, Australian, and other allied troops, rapidly advanced towards Baghdad, encountering sporadic resistance from the Iraqi military. On April 9, 2003, coalition forces seized control of Baghdad, effectively toppling Saddam Hussein's regime. In the aftermath, the Iraqi military and government structures collapsed, leading to widespread looting and chaos in some areas. However, the swift overthrow of the regime did not lead to a stable post-war period. In the absence of effective governance, Iraq faced a power vacuum, with political, sectarian, and ethnic tensions resurfacing. The dismantling of the Iraqi military and civil infrastructure further complicated the situation. Iraq became engulfed in a prolonged and violent insurgency, with various armed groups, including remnants of the Iraqi military and foreign fighters, launching attacks against coalition forces and Iraqi civilians. The lack of post-war planning, including rebuilding efforts and a comprehensive strategy for stabilizing the country, contributed to the rising unrest. The U.S. and coalition forces transitioned to counterinsurgency operations, seeking to quell the violence and train Iraqi security forces to take over responsibility for their country's security. However, the insurgency persisted, and sectarian tensions escalated, leading to significant bloodshed and loss of life. In 2007, the U.S. implemented a new strategy, known as the Surge, which involved deploying additional troops to Iraq. This approach, combined with efforts to engage with local communities and improve security measures, led to a temporary reduction in violence. The situation remained complex, with significant challenges still facing Iraq's political and social stability. Over time, Iraqi security forces assumed more control, and the violence gradually decreased. In December 2011, the U.S. formally ended its military mission in Iraq, and the last American troops withdrew from the country. However, Iraq continued to experience internal conflicts and political struggles. The Iraq War had profound consequences, with thousands of people killed, widespread displacement, and extensive infrastructure damage. The conflict also had regional implications, contributing to the rise of extremist groups like ISIS and impacting the stability of neighboring countries. Alright folks, for more videos subscribe to Oddity and hit that bell icon too. Adios.